Hello. Apollo. Hi, Apollo. You just texted me. Hi. Okay, guys, so a little life update. I wrote out everything I say sounds muffled because of these headphones, but I think it looks cute and it complements my hair kind of. So, like, basically, I had an interview at a salon the other day. It's kind of my dream salon, and she called me and asked me to come back today to shadow for like an hour to get used to the environment. And I'm officially hired. So my first big girl job, I am so happy and very nervous. Very nervous. But we gotta push through because life is not always comfortable. Sorry, I like having my little Cupid's bow filled in. While, yes, on one hand, this is a great opportunity. Great opportunity. I couldn't ask for anything better. It's also nerve-wracking. I'm only human. And my anxiety meds only work to a certain extent. Let's talk about imposter syndrome. I know, not the best feeling. And I feel like if there's anybody who feels it, it's definitely me. I think I feel imposter syndrome with a bunch of different aspects of my life, especially with pertaining to my career, being a hairstylist, a cosmetologist. I was self-taught with everything. I've just been doing makeup and hair since I was a wee little lass. So it's kind of just everything that I've learned, and then I went to school for it. It was 1,500 hours of education, but it was every damn day. And then I was only doing like friends' hair after I graduated in November, and I feel like kind of got out of rhythm. And when you're not actively able to practice your passion and your career and what you know, definitely it made me feel like, oh my god, what if I forgot everything? Or what if I lose my skill? What if I lose my time? But so there's that. And then there's a lot of times I get imposter syndrome. First off, let's define imposter syndrome for this episode. Anyways, a behavioral health issue that causes people to doubt their skill and intellect. In all honesty, I feel like imposter syndrome will never go away because we are always evolving. We are always changing. Every second that we are breathing, we are learning. You will never feel like you have all the answers. And I know there's some people who feel like they know it all, but we're just not going to talk about them. The issue is not necessarily the imposter syndrome itself. It's how to deal with it. It's about pushing through the discomfort and pushing through the doubts that you have about yourself and your work and your abilities. That's what you have to focus on. I'm not saying it's easy. I have not perfected it. I very much struggle with it. I just feel like I have a mindset of just do it. Maybe Nike should sponsor me. Like, genuinely, I have gotten into the mindless habit of just forcing myself to do things I do not want to do. The salon that I just got hired at is kind of my dream salon, at least for learning and getting myself out there. And they were the first salon I wanted to go to hand out my resume. Y'all do not know how many salons I've been to and handed out my physical resume. It's a lot. Including salons that I applied to digitally, I think I've applied to maybe 22 salons. I don't know the exact number. It's definitely in the 20s, but it's definitely not like up in the 30s. And that's insane. But it was nerve-wracking. I've never had to go and hand out my resume, and it's kind of like, it's scary. It definitely is, walking in to a place where it's like, if you're going for, because I'm a barista, that's all I've done. I've been a barista for like 3 years, 4 years, I don't know. It's not something that you need to be perfect at, or everybody there is kind of on the same level, you know? Like, there's not many tricks you can learn unless it's like latte art. I mean, it's really just about customer service and efficiency, but when you get to like your career job, it's really scary because you're just a little baby and you're going into a place where there's stylists there who might just be starting, but then you also have like stylists who have been doing this for years, and it's anxiety inducing. Getting comfortable with the uncomfortable, it's very hard to do, but you just have to do it. You have to do the things that you do not want to do, you're a little apprehensive about. And I'm not talking about, oh, you have a bad feeling. I'm talking about things you're just too nervous to do. Listen to your intuition, but you need to be able to tell the difference between intuition and anxiety, because there's a difference. And I feel like a lot of people will use the excuse of, oh, I just have a really bad feeling, or I just feel like this isn't the place, just so that they don't have to do stuff. And when we get too comfortable just breezing through life and not doing the hard stuff, you're not going to see any growth. Your path in life is not going to progress. There's so many opportunities that you're going to miss out on. And I used to be like, oh, well, I'll just miss out, like, fine. But putting yourself out there really has changed how I go about everything. And eventually it just becomes second nature. I consider myself I'm definitely an introvert, but sometimes I can be a little bit like a forced extrovert. Like, it's just like it's like a switch just turns on and I can do it just because I have to. Especially with customer service, because every family member on my dad's side is like a business owner and owns a big business in our city. So it's like, since I was really little, I was always doing customer service, and I feel like it's just like ingrained in me now. But when you start doing the things, like it's like autopilot for me to start like talking and to like greet myself, or to have conversations with people and not keep myself back, or to like greet a person instead of waiting to be introduced. It's small things that you start doing, forcing yourself to do, and then you don't even think about doing it. It just becomes second nature. Once it becomes second nature, that doesn't mean you're not going to feel anxious or you're not going to doubt yourself, but it helps you do things you don't want to do. I'm very much the type of person that's like, eat your veggies before your dessert, like, get it done, do it, then enjoy whatever. I don't understand people who like push off things that make them nervous. I want it done now. I'd rather just get it done, get it over with, deal with the pain, the anxiety, the fear, the nausea because I'm gonna throw up from anxiety. I'd rather just get it done and over with. So this is your sign to just get it done and get it over with.